Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. Today's beer comes from Abomination Brewing. This is their midnight snack, coffee and donuts. What would you want coffee for a midnight snack? That's just going to keep you awake. Fool. Don't drink coffee before you go to bed. This is a American Imperial Stout, coming in at a whopping 12.4%. This was sent to me by my brother Rico. Thanks again, my brother. I do appreciate it, sir. Looking forward to getting a bunch of beer mail start rolling in here again. I've had several subscribers and friends and brothers in craft beer messaged me over the last month since my reviews started popping up again and wanting to send me beers. So thanks to everybody that send beers to me to review. I do appreciate it. Y'all guys are awesome. Let me read to you what Rico has sent on the notes here. 12.4 Imperial Milk Stout brewed with lactose, oats, midnight wheat, and aged on a ridiculous amount of locally sourced coffee and vanilla beans. 16 IBUs. He said he bought a 4-pack at a store a few weeks ago, and it's around $20 for a 4-pack. Brewed and canned by Great South Bay Brewing in Bayshore, New York. Nomadic Brewing Gypsy, in parentheses, is out of East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. So maybe it's a collaboration brew. Brewery was founded in 2016. Their beers were only available in tasting events. They just started canning and distributing their beers this year. No date to be found, but he assumed this is a 2019 vintage since it was just released last month. So, thumbs up to those guys, but you need to date your stuff, guys. I mean, if you're doing 12.4 Imperial Stouts, because that's the only beer you're brewing, not quite as critical, but if you're doing IPAs and double IPAs, and you get that dating machine, and it has nothing on the bottom of the can. So this, hopefully, according to what Rico's telling me, it's a 2019 edition or a late 2018 edition. I don't know when they started canning their stuff. I don't think I've had anything from Abomination Brewing. So we'll see how good these guys have got their act together here. Plain Jane silver can with a stick-on wraparound label. Let me jump over to Untapped, see if there's any additional information we need to talk about. And basically it tells you the same thing that Rico has said. So basically he's copied what they've got here for his description too. 19 IBUs, 12.4%, but no date. Would like to see a vintage on it anyway, whether it's a 2018 or a 2019 edition. So hopefully these guys will eventually figure that out and be able to get a dating machine where they can date their beers, especially if they're doing some IPAs or double IPAs or anything with coffee in it or stuff like that that fades over time, where you need to know how old it is before you buy it. So that's all we need to talk about. So we're going to stop talking and stop pouring. Let's get this into the glass. Being a 12.4% stout, we're going to go, oh, that's pitch black coming out. On that head is a dark, look at that, that looks like motor oil coming out. It didn't pour very much of a head. I mean, there's just something. I'm gonna try to get it all in there. Yeah. Got it all in there, but that that glass is full. Over to the light, guys. I don't expect any light. No, I'm not getting any whatsoever. That is pitch black. Good looking beer, good looking stout. Didn't pour much of a head down the center. A lot of times it doesn't when you get to this magnitude of a stout, that big of an ABV. Probably about an eighth of an inch head covering it, and I'm going to spell it if I ain't careful here. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. Let's see what we got. I am getting hints of coffee. Rich roasted malt. It's got a nice sweet smell to it. Maybe a hint of some molasses or licorice in there. And may even get some dark fruit. Time it warms up, it's right out of the fridge. So let's get it to the lips. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Thank you, my brother. Do appreciate it, sir. Big coffee notes. Wow. That is delicious. Wow. A lot of coffee, roasted malt, nice sweetness to it for a big monster 12.4%. That is very, very tasty, guys. Very well made beer. That is very, very nice. Awesome lacing that's already left on the glass from those two sips. If they call that a sip. That's nice. That's real nice. Don't think I would want to have this for a midnight snack or even for breakfast, being a 12.4%er. So guys, judge it accordingly. If you want to drink an almost 12.5% beer for breakfast, you probably could. I would hope you'd be on the weekends and not working after that. I wouldn't think you'd want to drink this and go to work. I think your employer would probably frown on that kind of heavily. And being at 12.4%, you might even get a damn DUI on the way to work. Wouldn't want that to happen either. So guys, drink responsibly. Don't be drinking a magnitude beer like this and going out and trying to drive. One of these is enough to get a DUI in Virginia, more than likely. At least an impaired driving, if not a DUI. But that's a lot of alcohol in one beer. That's like 2.5 regular beers in one glass. So let me sip on this one, guys. It's right out of the fridge. Let her taste it, and we'll come back and see where this one ends up. Very impressive. Alright, guys, I'm back. Been sipping on this about an hour or so. Nice lacing and sleeving on the glass. Very impressive beer. Nice coffee notes to it. Maybe a hint of some dark fruit in there. Some raisins or plums. The only fuss I've got about it is not having a vintage on it somewhere. Let us know whether it was what year it was done in. But I'm glad they are canning their stuff. But they need to get that dating machine to let us know when it was put in the can. Not super critical on 12.4% beer, but I would like to know whether I'm drinking a 2018, 2017, 2019 beer or not, in case you want to do a vertical for multiple years. Like I said, Rico told me it's only been in business since 2016, so I don't know what's in their repertoire as far as how many different styles. I didn't go look and see if they're doing IPAs or double IPAs or any kind of beers, maybe have coffee in it or something like that, that you need to drink pretty fresh to get all the tastes and aromas and flavors that those beers offer. So with that being said, the only thing I could say that would make it better, other than having some kind of vintage or date on it, is put it in some kind of barrel, rum, whiskey, bourbon, whatever. With this very tasty beer, a very well made beer, alcohol is very well hidden. Coffee notes are there. Another reason, coffee. You'd want to drink this probably pretty fresh to get those coffee notes. Final chug. A very tasty beer, guys. I don't think it's 10 beer, world class or anything like that, but it is a very tasty beer. I'm gonna give this A minus. I'm gonna give it a 94. It's kicking the door down on it to be a solid A. If it had a vintage on it somewhere, I would probably give it that. So 94 for me on this one. It was a very tasty beer. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.21 out of 5 is in their exceptional range. It is a very, very tasty beer. And over to Untapped, they have it at 4.19, pretty close to Beer Advocate's 4.21. Definitely in the A category, borderline A beer from both places. So it's kind of unanimous, A minus beer, top of the A minus scale. Very tasty, very enjoyable beer. Like I said, the alcohol is super well hidden. It's definitely one, if you can get your hands on it and you like this style of beer, to pick up and give it a try. Very nice. Rico, once again, thanks again, my brother. Till we meet again, guys, let's go see what's in the fridge.